Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video we are going to have a discussion of second semester BCA B.Sc Generic English question paper solution. The examination happened in August 2023 by Bangalore North University. BNU question paper August 2023. Even the BU students can also use this question paper as a practice question paper because the pattern and the syllabus is quite similar. So dear BU students, you can also utilize this question paper as a practice question paper. So let's begin it. The very first question, the very first section is here for 40 marks workbook, and the first question here you need to read the passage and you need to summarize the passage from in 650 to 60 words, as well as you need to give a suitable title. So you can go through the passage on the screen. Kindly go through the passage from the screen, and I would say here the title of the passage can be earthquake and its facets, and the summary of this passage, the passage was about 500 words, and I have summarized to 50 to 60 words here. It could be like this: the impartial and boundaryless enemy beneath us is the earth itself, causing devastating earthquakes without warning. Efforts are being made to combat these destructive forces with hopes of finding ways to predict and mitigate the impact. Earthquakes wreak havoc on cities, causing structural damage, explosions, and fires. Scientists strive to predict the occurrence and limit the toll on lives and property, understanding the immense power that can even shift land masses. Coastal earthquakes may trigger tsunamis, and landslide can result from the force. So read the passage and summarize it and give a title to the passage. Now the second question is here: do as directed, and this section consists about 8 marks. Very important. Number one, there is a short passage is here. You need to read the passage. Reality TV shows will have an adverse effect on traditional dramas and comedies. As reality TV increases in popularity, network executives will begin canceling more traditional programs and replacing them with the latest in reality televisions. So there are two questions for each for 1 mark. So find out a word from this passage which means famous. So we find the word is here popular, that means famous. So popular word is from this passage. Secondly, find out the antonym of the word traditional. Antonym of the traditional is modern. Next question from this passage: appropriate. Add prefix or suffix. So inappropriate, prefix is here in. Construct, you add here prefix or suffix. Construction, add here ion, construction. So 4 marks questions based on this passage. Now remaining 4 marks, 2 plus 2. The minister asked the officer the facts to be seen through facts. So you need to opt from this. You have the two choices here. If you see facts or facts, so fortunately the first one is suitable here, facts, and the last one is here, facts. Again, you have two choices, either loan or loan. So question paper is damn easy to find the answer. You have to repay the loan, LOAN. He has a loan contestant. Loan, which we take credit. Loan means a loan. So like this, you have 8 marks questions in this section. Do as directed. Next question, again you need to read the passage and you need to answer 5 questions based on the passage. So please go through this passage. Question number 1: why does the author wander around the bookshelves? Answer is here: he wanders to learn what sort of a person a stranger is. What do the Persian rugs tell us? Persian rugs tells whether he has got money, but the books tell you whether he has got a mind as well. According to the passage, what makes a house characterless? A house without books is a characterless house. Books are the best part of equipment of a house. True or false? It's true. Which word in the passage means happiness? The word delight. So like this, you need to answer 5 questions after reading the passage, each for 1 mark. Now, next section you have here, Out of 5 questions, you need to attempt 3 questions, and this section here refers to communication skills and listening skill. Here, the first question: write any two differences between oral communication and written communication. Oral communication is suitable for small groups and informal settings. Oral communication is faster and provides immediate feedback. It may be less accurate, but it's a clear feedback. Written communication is suitable for the large groups and formal settings. Written communication is more accurate and clear, but may be slower and provides delayed feedback. So these are the two or the three differences between oral and written communication. So these are the questions for 2 marks each. Define pseudo listening. Pseudo listening is when you appear to listen actively and respond to a conversation, but in fact you are not listening, you are ignoring, or you are partially listening to the speaker. So sometimes we say fake listening. So somebody is doing a drama to listen, but he's not listening actively. So we also called pseudo listening as a fake listening. Somebody asked me even in the comment box also, is the pseudo listening is a fake listening? Yes, pseudo listening is a fake listening. What is aggressive listening? Aggressive listening is a bad listening practice in which people pay attention in order to attack something that a speaker says. This aggressive listening we find generally in the debate competition, or like prime TV channels. They have a debate on different news channels, especially at 9 p.m. So immediately they attack. So it's like an aggressive listening. Define verbal communication. Verbal communication is defined as communication to express our views, information, ideas in the form of sound or the words. That's meaning of verbal communication. Fifth one: what are the benefits of good note taking skills? Good benefits: number one, note taking skills. Note taking engages your mind. Note taking creates a condensed record for study. Note taking organizes the information. So out of 5 questions, you are supposed to attempt the 3 questions, each for 2 marks. So totally, listening skills and communication skills refers to 6 marks. So friends, all the videos of all the topics videos, all these grammar topics videos, you can see in the playlist. You can also see the links in the description box. All the lessons videos of BCA, B.Sc second semester, generic English, including the grammar as well. You can see the links of those videos in the description box. Next, change the following paragraph into a reported speech. The host said to the guest, "Please have a seat. Have your seat. What brings you here? What can I do for you? Would you like to have a cup of coffee?" The host asked the guest to please take the seat, or requested the guest to take the seat, and inquired what had brought them there and what the host could do for them if they would like to have a cup of tea. So please remove this please. You can say the host requested the guest to take the seat. So reported speech for 3 marks. Next, you have here, you don't have active passive voice in this question paper. Unfortunately, they haven't asked. uh, Imagine your college invites a female judge to preside over the Women's Day celebration. Draft a vote of thanks. So female judge you have called. So I have taken the example of Mrs. Sudhamurthy, who has been invited on the Women's Day celebration. So you can say that you can greet the audience. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the college, it's my privilege to welcome Mrs. Sudhamurthy. You give a welcome note, and you talk about Sudhamurthy's achievements, her life. So you can go through this welcome speech on the screen. Then also you also thank her at the same time. Also thank her for taking time for coming over there, and you should also thank all the other faculty members, students, principal, dignitaries, participants who come over there and took part in the great function, or on this particular occasion. And at the end of the speech, once again, you should thank the guest, Mrs. Sudhamurthy, and also thank her for making this celebration a memorable one. And conclude your welcome note with a thank giving note. So this is how you need to write the welcome speech. Now you have a choice here. You have a choice here. There's one more question is here. Prepare a speech to welcome local corporator who would inaugurate the reading room in your college. So when you're talking to everybody, you can say, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, fellow students, it's a great pleasure and honor to stand before you today on this auspicious occasion. We have gathered here to address our esteemed local corporator. You can mention your corporator's name, who has graciously agreed to inaugurate the new reading room here at our college. We are truly privileged to have such a distinguished guest among us, someone who has tirelessly worked for the betterment of a community. So then you mention the importance of reading room. What is the importance of reading room in your college? Then you talk about, again you give a Thanksgiving note to your corporator, to the guest who have come over here. Please go through the script. So this is how you can write the welcome speech, and you can also write the Thanksgiving speech. Any one question you can attempt. Now you have another question for 5 marks. You need to write a short essay. Don't write pages together, one page, because the weightage is here for 5 marks. You have three questions, three topics: global warming, merits and demerits of learning management system, that's called LMS, impact of social media on students. So any one topic you can select. I have not given the answer for this one, as I already mentioned in my previous videos also. Writing differs from person to person. If the answers are ready made, or the your mindset will be already preoccupied with you, if you go through, better you prepare, you create your own answer. Only one thing I would guide here: your essay should have three important elements. One is called topic sentence. The first two three sentences should reflect that on which topic you're writing. Then you start elaboration, then you give more information, then last paragraph you try to conclude it. Hence we can say that, thus, in this manner, in my opinion, you can mention and you can conclude. So if you follow these three important steps, and without forgetting, there should not be any kind of grammatical errors. Use simple language, simple vocabulary, use more adjectives, adverbs, and use more conjunctions, so that, as well as neither nor, either or, so that makes your writing skill more effective. So now we are moving to the last um, segment of your workbook. Write a dialogue between a student and principal on the student's lost mobile. A student has lost mobile, and he's speaking to the principal. He's giving complaint, or he's expressing um, his grief or his own grievance to the principal. So you can go through the content on your screen here. So it starts with a greeting. So when you're writing the dialogues, keep in mind it should be brief, and most important is here punctuations. You can see here the apostrophe, comma, question mark, colon, etc. Punctuation, capital letter. Punctuation plays very important role in the constructing the dialogue, and you can easily get 5 marks. If you don't like to construct dialogue, you have another choice here. You can fill the blanks. There's an incomplete dialogue. You can see the before and after. For example, Anu says, my holiday commences from May 16. I'm planning to go to Bombay for my holidays. So how should I fill it? I should go through the next dialogue. My sister stays in Bombay. What are your holiday plans? So I should ask, who stays in Bombay? So I got an answer. My sister stays in Bombay. Now, next question, which is a native place? So my question should be, uh, I'm going to my native. So obviously the next person will ask, which is a native place? Then, oh, Calcutta is a beautiful place. So my response should be, yes, Calcutta. Then, yes, there are many historical places to visit. Then answer is, yeah, you're most welcome. To connect this one, I also want to visit once. So you need to go in the reverse mode here to fill those incomplete dialogues. So again, this is also for the 5 marks. Underline it, so it will be more highlighted. You'll get the best marks. So these are the questions for 40 marks from the workbook. Now we are moving to the course book questions, the literature part, the lessons, prose, poetry, 20 marks weightage it has, and it has two sections. First section, you will be answering 2 marks 5 questions and 5 marks 2 questions. So to begin with, out of 7 questions, you need to attempt only 5 questions, each for 2 marks. Question number 1: what does nuclear sun refer to the poem Earth Never Dies? It refers to nuclear bomb. How does the narrator describe his friend in bonds of friendship? His friend had pure and kind heart, sweet and innocent smile, and well refined wit. Question number 3: after going home, what happened to the Ivan? When he comes home, when he comes home, uh, Shervik, when he comes home, when he comes home, he tells his wife about the accident, and at first she is a bit frightened, and when she learns that Brizalov is from different department, she does not find the matter so serious. Nevertheless, she suggests it would be better if Chervikov went and apologized. How bright will the westerning sun in the earth never dies? It will be like a nucoid. Who refused to eat bhakri in the corpse of in the story A Corpse in the Well? Anna refused to eat bhakri. Who gave the old man a silver coin? The refugee. A passerby gave the silver coin in the story Refugee. Anna kept the guard at the well in the story A Corpse in the Well. Yes, not only Anna and Ramoshi. So out of those 7 questions, attempt only 5 questions, each for 2 marks. So totally 10 marks questions. Now we are moving to the 5 marks questions. You have choice here. You are given 3 questions. Out of three, you attempt five. You attempt 2 questions. The story A Corpse in the Well criticizes the attitude of society towards Mahar community. Explain. The story is based on the difference of the higher caste and the Mahar people. One of the parameters of the difference is the food. How on one side the high caste people enjoy the delicious food, while the Mahar are supposed to sit in empty stomach and wait till their work is over. They are not even allowed to permit to eat their dry bhakri. They can only have the meal after the work is over. They are even made to arrange food for the animals. At one point of time, we come across how the Dalits are even exposed to threat and are pushed into a difficult situation. Their only job was to guard the corpse, the dead body, but they were forced even to take out the dead body from the well. Now, on one side, if they touch the body, it's sin for them, and they cannot refuse as order has been placed by the constable. So, no one understands the emotions nor the feelings of the poor Mahar. They are exposed to threat, insult, danger. They face threat by the villagers, the outsider, basically everyone. They are addressed as a lump of dirt, or they are threatened as, "Do I have to whip you?" Their life does not carry any value for the upper caste people. They are forced to even go inside a well in which there are poisonous snakes. They don't even show any concern for it. Even young children are too dragged into the dirty discrimination. Although government had forbidden any discrimination against the Dalits, the Dalit is the name chosen by the untouchable themselves. Thus, the story A Corpse in the Well reflects the humiliation of the Mahar community. Hence, the story focuses on the difficulties faced by the Mahars in the day to day life, the humiliation they undergo through their entire life because they are born into a lower caste on which they have absolutely on control. They have been deprived of all the facilities and are offered exposed to humiliation even in front of the children. They die 1,000 deaths before their real life. Second question: explain the plight of refugees as narrated in the story The Refugee. The story title The Refugee is written by Pearl S. Buck, an American writer and novelist. It's a story of a Chinese peasants farmers who were forced when the rivers were in flood to leave the land, and as a result suffered untold hardships. Pearl Buck's description of their plight is stark and moving. The life of a refugee in a city is harsh life. Having left their villages, everything in the city is new, strange, unfriendly. They were used to walk on farmland. Now they had to walk on concrete sidewalks. They didn't have proper accommodation. Now they had to live in camps or outskirts of the city. The residents of the city were resentful of these refugees and would treat them harshly. The refugees had to either beg for a living or had to pull rickshaws to make a living. Since they did not have proper clothing, many would die on the streets during the cold winter. The refugees often had nothing to eat and they were therefore in a poor health condition. Now, the last question of this question paper: trace the evolution of friendship in the poem Bonds of Friendship. The narrator describes his strong friendship even so many years past. He says that he has kept his locked or untold emotions unrevealed or safe, and with the passage of time, it grows strong, and one day they will be revealed with the power of time. Finally, the narrator thanks his friend for taking time to demonstrate love, and he says that he is still not deserving of it. In this way, the poem expresses that as we grow up, our choices and our priorities determine the nature of our friendship, and the recollection of our past memory can revive forgotten friendships back to its glory. Its glory. So friends, thank you so much. I have done this video, and this video I would like to again mention here the students of the Bangalore University can also go through this question paper. They can consider this question paper as a practice question paper because the syllabus is same, the QP pattern is same, so there is no harm to practice with the help of this question paper. So thank you so much. If you like this video, obviously customarily click on the like button, write in the comment box, and if you're not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and look into the description box. I have mentioned all the lessons, grammar, and the lessons important links of all my videos, so you can go through those videos. So thank you.